Could you just explain for our listeners what exactly Project 2025 is?
A group of these people at the Heritage Foundation got together and they said, okay, we're going to help Trump hit the ground running with Trumpian policies, things that Donald Trump likes, but also things that we would like to do to this country. Okay. And this is great. I say this with great sadness because I used to be part of this party. But what I hate about what's going on now is one side wants to ram their culture and lifestyle down on the other side. And they want to judge each other and they want to crush each other in this great culture war. So Project 225 is quite dystopian. They want to roll back DEI, all the issues related to affirmative action, some of which have helped the country. They want to pull back abortion. They want to pull back contraceptive. They want to deport 15 million people. It's right there in the document. Okay, so I just want you to think about that for a second. If they're going to deport 15 million people, you're going to have Handmaid's Tale armored vehicles in your local neighborhood pulling people out of their homes. Okay, then what are you going to do with the people? They're not going to self-deport. So you then have to put them in deportation centers, or let's call them what they would be. They would be concentration camps. As you're waiting to find a place to land those people, you have to build that type of infrastructure to deport these people. So now Trump would probably hear something like that and not take it that seriously, but his minions, they want to do that. Okay, they want to perpetrate that on this country. I would encourage you guys, and I would encourage your young people listening in to go back to some of the writings of Abraham Lincoln. We were stressed out. We were polarized. We had a great fight over the concepts of liberty and who was free in the country and who was to be enslaved. That was a very rough time in America. And if you read what Lincoln was saying about the country, it is a persistent and consistent love affair with the idea of America. The notion, what did Lincoln say? Okay, and I'm paraphrasing, but number one, there should be no permanent labor class in this country. Number two, it's an idea. It's not based on a bloodline. It's not based on historical ancestral boundaries. Number three, it's a flat system so people can come in and live off their merit and they can scale their lives. They can move aspirationally through America. Okay, and so why I'm saying this to you, you have a group of anarcho-Christian nationalists that literally want to take over the country and impose their values on everybody. That is the most un-American thing that you can think about. Go read the Project 2025, the 925 pages. It is wrath and judgment. And I'm telling you, they will inflict a tremendous amount of harm on the country over and above. By the way, do you know why I believe in God? I don't know if you guys still believe in God, but I'm a practicing God. Do you know why I believe in God?
Why?
Because Steve Bannon is one of the most articulate, most well-read people that I've ever encountered. And I had the opportunity to work with Steve on the campaign and in the White House for a short period of time. He's one of the most malevolent and dangerous people that I've ever come across in my life. But I believe God made him so motherfucking ugly to save the civilization from Steve Bannon. Okay? So when I look at Steve Bannon with the contemporary hobo look and the busted alcoholic nose, okay, I'm like, okay, God has been good to us. He saved us from Bannon. Because Bannon can articulate the Trump doctrine. Okay, I know the Trump doctrine, which is why, in good conscience, I had to speak out against it. And this has been an exploitation project by a group of people that have been working on this for a very long period of time. They've got a guy who's a rapist. They got a guy that's banging porn stars. They got a guy on his third marriage, but they don't care because he's going to deliver them a narco-Christian nationalist to the court. He's going to wipe out through Schedule F 50,000 civil servants. And he's going to put the anarcho-Christian fascists in the government. And so the fact that Joe Biden cannot articulate, he can't go on television or Elson and Galloway's podcast and articulate what Trump is going to do and what he wants to do is a problem for me. Okay, now I have no problem going out there and doing it, getting the death threats and listening to all the nonsense. I have no problem doing it because I have 5 children. I've got to be on record that I've seen it up close and personal. Now, I am a little upset that I'm not even in the top 40 on the Trump enemy list. You know, Esper and Millie, who are buddies of mine, they're in the top 10, these 2 sons of bitches. And I feel like I'm doing a lot of work. I don't feel like I've cracked into the top 10. I had lunch with these 2 guys. They're in the top 5. I'm like 48. I feel like I feel like I'm not. I feel like I don't know. I feel left out. I feel a little neglected. By the way,
Still time.
We'll be right back.